Hey guys, and welcome to this review of Bumblebee, the latest in the Transformers franchise. I got a chance to actually see it 2 weeks early, so I can tell you that it is an amazing movie. Fantastic special effects, fantastic storyline. Hailee Steinfeld was absolutely amazing, and I just can't rave about this movie enough. It actually got a 97%, I believe, on Rotten Tomatoes, so you know it's a good movie when it gets that high of a score on Rotten Tomatoes. Before I get started, as always, this review will contain spoilers. So if you do not wish to know the plot of the movie, some of the things that happens, where it takes place, etc., please feel free to turn this video off now if you want to go to the theater and be surprised like I was. For those of you who stuck around, thanks for doing so. Let's get started. Bumblebee, as you may remember, is the yellow Volkswagen Beetle from the Transformers franchise who comes to Earth to secure a hiding ground for the Autobots from the Decepticons from their war on Cybertron. The movie Bumblebee opens up by showing us the war itself on Cybertron, so we actually get to see Cybertron, which, as far as the live-action versions of the Transformers movies, has not been shown. I do not follow the TV show or the animated versions of the franchise, so I don't know if it has been shown on those or not, but as far as the live-action movies, it has not been shown in any of those movies until now. While we are viewing Cybertron, you see Optimus Prime and Bumblebee as you see them in the first movie. And by that I mean Bumblebee as the yellow Volkswagen Beetle is yellow, and Optimus Prime is the big rig truck, and he's very colorful, very blue and red. And I thought that was an interesting choice because in the first film, when you first see the Transformers come to Earth, when you first see the Autobots, they are big silver creatures. They don't actually transform into the cars until they scan the cars that they turn into. The movie, after we get to Earth, takes place in 1987, when the main character of the movie, named Charlie Watson, played by Pitch Perfect 2 and 3's Hailee Steinfeld, first sees the yellow Volkswagen Beetle in a junkyard, as you see in the preview, and uncovers it. If you've seen the preview, you see how Bumblebee first reveals himself to Charlie, and throughout the movie, because Charlie is a mechanic and knows things about cars, having been taught by her late father, helps to repair Bumblebee when he gets damaged in battle. Now, if you remember the very first Transformers movie that came out starring Shia LaBeouf, you might remember that Bumblebee speaks in his own voice one single sentence in the very end of the film when he says,
"Permission to speak, sir."
Permission granted, old friend.
"I wish to stay with the boy."
In all of the subsequent films of the Transformers series, you only hear Bumblebee speak through the radio, and he uses his radio to say what he wants to say. In Bumblebee the movie, it is the beginnings of Bumblebee and how he came to Earth. From the very beginning of the film through till about maybe 15, maybe 20 minutes into the film, Bumblebee as a character using his own voice actually has some really decent dialogue. So you actually get to hear Bumblebee speak, which I thought was very cool. When I saw it, my jaw hit the floor because I was like, oh my gosh, Bumblebee is actually speaking in his own voice. Now, for those of you who have seen the preview, you know this already, but for those of you who haven't, here is a quasi-big-ish spoiler. The main protagonist in the film is played by none other than the WWE's John Cena. And he plays the character Agent Burns, who is the head of the military group who is trying to capture and dismantle Bumblebee because the Decepticons have tricked him and the rest of his crew into thinking that the Decepticons were actually the peacekeepers, whereas the Autobots were the bad guys, which any Transformers fan knows is totally not true. But of course, Agent Burns does not know this until very late in the film. The action in this film is absolutely amazing. Hailee did a lot of her own stunts. I would definitely recommend this for any Transformers fan, whether you're a old school Transformers fan and has seen every single Transformers show, movie, etc., and are a collector of the Transformers toys, or if you're a brand new Transformers fan or just want to kind of see what the beginning of Transformers really was. This is kind of a prequel to the original Transformers film. So no matter your age or interest in the Transformers franchise, I would recommend this movie to anybody, especially for the fact that critics and fans can't get enough of it. So that's pretty much my review of Bumblebee. I absolutely loved it. I would definitely give it a 10 out of 10. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review of Bumblebee. If you did, please leave a comment down below in the comment section. And if you have a movie that you would like to recommend me to go see and review, I'm happy to do that. Feel free to list the movie in the comment section and maybe I'll go and review it. You never know. If you liked this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon up in the corner to be notified every single time that I post a new video. Thanks for watching.